Welcome back, math friends. Today we are going to be taking a look at how to find the area of composite shapes. Composite shapes, those are shapes made up of different shapes, different basic shapes. Start off with a fairly simple one here. Now it's quite interesting. First thing you want to do is try to divide the composite shape into all of the basic shapes that you can. So I'm going to extend this line on down here, and now you can see that I have two rectangles, or two squares. Call them rectangles anyway. So first thing you want to do is identify the shapes that the composite shape is made of, and I can see that this is a rectangle plus another rectangle. Okay, rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. And all I have to do is find the area of each of those rectangles. And I know the area formula for a rectangle is base times height. All right, so starting with the first rectangle, the area is going to be, now what is the base of this rectangle? Well, it's 16. And the height is also 16. So 16 times 16. And 16 multiplied by 16 is 256. And this is in inches, so this will be square inches. So that's the area of the first rectangle. The second rectangle, let's see, the base. Well, the base is 8 inches. And its height, well, how tall is this? Well, the overall height of the whole shape is 16. Minus this 8 would mean that this would be 8 inches. So the height is 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. So the area of the second rectangle is 64 square inches. All that's left to do now is add those two areas together. 256 plus 64 equals 320 square inches. And that's the area of this composite shape. Simple stuff. Let's look at another one. Oh, this one's quite interesting. This one kind of looks like a teardrop. So what are the shapes that make up this composite figure? Well, there's a triangle. You can see the triangle here. And added to the triangle is, well, that's a half a circle. We call it a semicircle. A semicircle is a half circle. All right, now all we have to do is find the area of each of those shapes. The area formula for a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. So 1/2 the base times the height. And then the formula for a semicircle, well, we know the area for a circle is pi r squared. And a semicircle is half of that, so the area would be 1/2 pi times the radius squared. Okay, so that's the area of the semicircle. So let's find the area of the triangle first. Okay, the area is 1/2 times the base. Okay, so it looks like the base is 6. And the height of the triangle is 4. So 1/2 times 6 times 4. Well, okay, so that's 1/2 times, 6 times 4 is 24. And that would be 1/2 times 24 over 1, multiplying fractions times fractions, right? And 1 times 24 is 24, 2 times 1 is 2. So the area would be 12. 12 what? Oh, these yards, square yards. So the area of the triangle is 12 square yards. Well, that was simple enough. Now let's find the area of the semicircle. This is going to be a few steps, so hang in there. The area is 1/2 times pi times the radius times the radius. Remember, that's what r squared is. So that'll be 1/2 times pi times, how much is our radius? Well, we can see that all the way across, that's 6 yards. So half of that would be 3 yards. And that would be the radius. So the radius is 3. Half times pi times 3 times 3. So let's see, that would be 1/2 then times pi. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to rearrange things here a little bit. So that would be 1/2 times 9 over 1 times pi. And so that would be, let's see, 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 1 is 2, times pi. 9/2 times pi. Now, 9 over 2, 9 divided by 2 is 4.5 times pi. Let's use 3.14 for pi, so this will be 4.5 times 3.14. And the area of the half circle is 14.13 square yards. Okay, so now all that's left to do is add our two areas together. The area of the triangle is 12. The area of the half circle, the semicircle, is 14.13. We add those two together and you get 26.13 square yards. And there you go. Find the shapes inside the composite shape and add them together. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Oh, this looks like a fun one. This, to me, looks like we have, let's see, what are our shapes? Let's identify our shapes. Okay, it looks like we have a long rectangle, a medium-sized rectangle, and a third rectangle there. So 3 rectangles. Let's see, a rectangle plus a rectangle plus a rectangle. Okay, so the yellow one, the green one, and the blue one. Let's find the area of each of them. Remember, the area of a rectangle is base times height, base times height, base times height. Okay, well, let's find the area of the tallest rectangle there. The base, we can see, is 8. So the area equals 8 times the height, which is 35. And 8 times 35 is 280 square yards. Okay, so that's the yellow one. The green one, we know that the area is base times height. The base is 8, and the height, well, you might think it's 16, but it can't be 16 because it's 16 from there to there. So we have to go 16 plus this 8 here because that's all the way there. So this will be 8. 8 and 16 is 24. So 8 times 24. And 8 times 24 is 192 square yards. Okay. And the last rectangle, the blue one, base times height. The base is 14, and the height is 8. So 14 times 8 is 112 square yards. 112 square yards. Okay, well then, now all we have to do is add up our areas. 280 plus 192 plus 112, and that equals 584 square yards. And there you have it. Finding the area of composite shapes is just identifying the individual shapes that make up the composite shape, finding the area of each of them, and adding them together. Piece of cake, no problem. You got this. Now you know how to find the area of composite shapes. Have a great day. Don't forget to be awesome. I will see you next time.